What is the biggest battlefield of life? Not the world, not relationships, not money. That battlefield is your own mind. Every day, you are fighting a war with your own thoughts, habits, fears, and you are losing because you think your mind is your friend. Reality, until your brain is trained, it is your biggest enemy. One, the illusion of control. People think they control their thoughts, but the truth is the opposite. Your thoughts control you. To understand the mind, first understand this. Your brain wants to give you comfort, pleasure, and safety. And in the name of this comfort zone, it slowly destroys your entire life. Think about it. You have to go to the gym, you know it is right, but the mind says, start tomorrow. Today, you feel tired. It doesn't make much difference anyway. This is not you. This is your untrained mind creating resistance. The mind is like a monkey. If you don't train it, it will distract you every moment. If you want control, first accept this. Right now, you are not in control. 2, understanding thought loops. Every negative pattern, anxiety, procrastination, addiction, everything depends on one thing, thought loops. As soon as a trigger comes, your brain activates an old loop. Suppose someone ignores you. The loop starts. Am I not good enough? Maybe nobody loves me. I am alone. Everyone will leave me. Each time this loop is triggered, it becomes stronger. Control begins from the moment you start observing these loops without reaction. First, control rule. Observe your thoughts, don't believe them. 3, the enemy called comfort. The biggest trap of the mind is the comfort zone. Every time you run away from discomfort, you teach your mind that fear is right. Avoidance is fine. Comfort is the reward. Repeated avoidance rewires the brain. Every time you choose the easy option, you make your brain weak. Powerful reframe. Discomfort is the gym for your brain. Every discomfort, anxiety, fear, pain is a training ground. The person who stays stable in discomfort learns to control their mind. 4 mind traps: fear and desire. Your brain is controlled the most by 2 emotions, fear and desire. Fear pushes you away. Desire makes you run in the wrong direction. Controlling the mind does not mean you become fearless. It means you observe fear and do not react. Manipulate your own mind. Let the fear come, write it down, but don't act on it. Notice desire, but don't trust the impulse. Every time you delay your response, you build one more layer of control over the mind. 5 control mechanisms, tools of power. Now let's talk about some real actionable control techniques. Thought journaling. Write your fears, greed, guilt, frustration daily. When you convert emotions into words, they stop controlling you. Delayed response practice. When an impulse comes, wait 5 seconds before answering. Every time you delay, you challenge subconscious programming. Mental fasting. Every day, 1 hour, complete silence. No phone, no music, no talking. Your brain detoxes and you start seeing patterns. Negative visualization, stoic technique. Every day, for 5 minutes, imagine the worst case. Job loss, loneliness, rejection. Your mind becomes mentally tough and fear's grip decreases. 6, mind as a slave, not a master. Your mind is a tool, a machine. If you let it become the operator, it will crash you. But if you command it, it will help you win the world. Controlling the mind is not motivation, it is discipline. And it starts when you accept that until now, you were controlled. Your mind is not a solid thing. It is a system that runs on instructions. The problem is you never gave it proper instructions. It runs on old programming, childhood fears, society's conditioning, and noise you never challenged. Now it's time for reprogramming. Time to manipulate the mind. Redesign it so it becomes your slave, not your master. 7, the mind is code. Assume your brain is a computer. Every belief is a common. Every emotion is a trigger. Every habit is a repeated loop. If you repeatedly think, I'm never confident. Nobody can love me. I always procrastinate. These are not thoughts anymore. They have become code. Rule 1, if you don't overwrite the code, the system will keep looping. 8, neuroplasticity, the plastic nature of the brain. Your brain is not fixed. Every new thought and every new habit creates a new neural circuit. Scientific proof. London taxi drivers have a larger navigation area. Meditators have reduced fear in the amygdala, meaning the mind can be redesigned. Scientifically proven. 9, breaking old patterns, identity hacking. The first step of programming is breaking identity. You think, I am like this, I am like that. Reality, you are what you do every day. Identity is not fixed. It is an illusion you accepted. If someone gets angry daily, he says, I am just an angry person. But this is repeated behavior, not personality. Hack, stop saying I am. Start saying I used to. I used to avoid discipline, but now I act despite feelings. 10, the reprogramming ritual, 4 steps. Now we come to the real control system. A 4-step daily ritual to reprogram the mind, which starts brain rewiring within 30 days. Step 1, trigger spotting, awareness. Every time you enter a negative state like fear, doubt, or guilt, pause and write, what was the trigger right now? And what loop did the mind repeat? If you face rejection and immediately thought, I can never become good enough, write that. Watch every loop like you are an outsider. Step 2, pattern interrupt, break the loop. Now, mentally cut that thought. Immediately do something that disturbs the current programming of the mind. 10 push-ups. Say stop loudly. Splash cold water. Close your eyes and take deep breaths. 6 seconds inhale, 6 seconds hold, 6 seconds exhale. This action breaks the pattern and opens the gate for rewiring. Step 3, command injection, new thought implant. Now give your brain a new command, the way a hypnotist gives. But be careful, the command should not be vague. Bad command, I will try to be calm. Good command, every time I feel anger, I will breathe and speak only after 30 seconds. The command should always be specific and measurable. Step 4, emotion anchor, feel the future. Now imagine that the new version of you already exists. Feel the way he walks, his voice, his presence, his confidence. Emotion is superglue. If the new thought stands only on logic, it will not stay. The moment you add emotion, it settles into the subconscious. 11, subconscious programming, the real mind control. 95% of your behavior comes from the subconscious, and it is reprogrammed by repetition plus emotion. Daily for 15 minutes, imagine your ideal version. What does he think? How does he act? How does he speak? The mind does not know the difference between real and imagined. The brain activates the same circuits for both real and imagined scenarios. That is why athletes use visualization. That is why actors rehearse. 12, destruction of the old self. True control is possible only when you are ready to kill the old you. Every identity that is holding you back must be destroyed. Symbolic action tip, keep an object that represents your old self. Old diary, broken phone, photo. One day consciously destroy it. Burn it, tear it, smash it. Psychologically, this act gives closure. It sends a signal to the mind, now the new version has started. 13 mind is not you. You are the programmer. Your mind is an obedient machine. It can become your slave if you give it clear instructions. Control is a skill, and it becomes stronger with daily practice. Do not let thoughts run automatically. Design them consciously. Inject them. Repeat them. You understood your mind, broke old programming, and started redesigning it. But mind mastery does not end here. Now it is time to reach the level where no one can control your mind, where you can read others' minds and use your psychology like a weapon. This is the final phase of mind control, where you are not only controlling yourself, but you also become an influence for others. Mental defense: protect yourself from outside control. You think decisions are yours, but every day you are manipulated 1,000 times. TV, Instagram Reels, ads, opinions, fake confidence, emotional blackmail. First rule of mind control: if you don't guard your mind, someone else will plant seeds in it. Defense rule 1, information diet. Whatever you consume becomes your mind. If every day you consume only memes, gossip, and negativity, you become a puppet of that chaos. Hack every morning 30 minutes, no phone. Read 2 pages of something timeless. Stoic wisdom, Gita, philosophy, psychology. Block content that triggers comparison or outrage. Train your mind to apply filters. Defense rule 2, isolation from noise. Silence is a superpower. Practice sitting quietly for 10 minutes daily. No music, no thoughts, no stimulation. This detoxes your brain. Your mind has gone under the ownership of noise, not you. In silence, you see who you really are. Defense rule 3, protection from emotional hijack. Someone shouts at you, you become defensive. Someone puts guilt on you, you say sorry. Your mind reacts instantly. Why? Because you never learned to observe emotions. Hack feel the emotion, but don't act while it is at its peak. Rule: never make a decision in anger, excitement, or fear. Emotional stability is psychological armor. 15, mind reading: understand others' minds. Now, when your mind is under control, you can read others' minds too. He who controls himself can detect control patterns in others. Pattern reading: every person is predictable. If you learn to observe, 90% of people run on scripts. Observe repeated words they use. I'm unlucky. I always fail. No one respects me. Observe body language: lip pressing, eye shifting, shoulder twitch, micro expressions. For half a second, anger, sadness, guilt. From these, you can understand what a person is hiding. Trigger identification: every person has an emotional button. Some want approval. Some want respect. Some want dominance. Some want love. In conversation, notice their core need. Do they repeatedly talk about their achievements, validation? Do they constantly point out others' mistakes, superiority complex? Do they turn everything into jokes, fear of depth? Once you find the core need, you can predict their behavior. Psychological influence: use the mind like a tool. Mind mastery is not only protection, it is also a tool of influence, persuasion, and silent dominance. Rule 1, use suggestion, not force. The mind resists force. It accepts suggestion. Wrong, you should do this. Right? What would happen if you tried this? Hypnotists do the same. They don't give direct commands. They trigger imagination. The mind treats suggestion like its own thought. Rule 2, frame control. Whoever sets the frame in a conversation dominates. Someone says, "You are always late." You become defensive. You entered their frame. Instead say, "I respect punctuality and I'm improving. By the way, how early did you plan to arrive today?" Now you flip the frame. In mind control, this is a silent weapon reframing. Rule 3, curiosity loops. The mind wants to complete incomplete things. This is called the Zeigarnik effect. Use this in conversations. You know how I ended my biggest fear. Pause. But first, tell me what your fear is. You place a hook and the other person's mind gets stuck in it. 17, become your own hypnotist. Mind control becomes ultimate when you can hypnotize yourself. Daily practice. Wake up and say affirmations out loud. I control what I focus on. My mind is my biggest ally. Every week, select one new belief. For example, I take decisions with clarity. Act on it for 7 days. Belief plus repetition plus emotion equals new identity. You don't show control. You stay calm, centered, unpredictable. You don't react to emotions. You respond. You become someone people cannot easily read. And that is why they respect you. Now, your mind is yours. Programmed, protected, powerful. Now, no one can put you into emotional traps. Now you can understand others' hidden motives. Now, you can create influence without force. This is the last stage of mind control, where your mind is not a machine anymore, but a weapon